Hey there, it's Salgood Sam here. Got another sketchbook video. I'm going to have a couple of these up before the classes start. So, I have a series of sketchbooks like this. They're these nice leather-bound ones that I get when I'm on visits to Toronto. You can find them in a few other places I've seen. I'll turn that music down. And, but I get them there. The first time I got them, they were a little cheaper. They're now like $29. They're quite thick though. A lot of paper, and it's it's rather thin, and it's very, very high quality, very smooth, nice paper to work on, slightly yellow. It's a really solid tone, and I like that. And I started this one, I'm not sure, I want to think around 2000. So I had it overlapping with the other one you saw. This drawing here is 02. So probably actually this is a later one. So this is 2002. It's probably not the first one I got. I think the first one I got is, oh, it could be, it's torn there. Anyway, so nice size, bag size comic. Some drawings of friends. A lot of notes. This is a lizard. Drippy stuff. Patriotic beaver. Joseph from Pin City. Pictures of friends. Random stuff. Trees in my backyard. Oscar on cue. So working on a album cover again. For Tonya. I don't think I ever did that one. These are kind of journal comics. Page layouts for looks like Sea of Red. I'm not sure about that. What is this? Yeah, I think it's Sea of Red. Some sketches of the ghetto-y neighborhood that I moved into. I still live in now, but it's all gentrified. So this is some blank pages. You can see it's really nice, super smooth. If you can touch it, it's like one of those papers where it's cool to the touch almost. It's so smooth. It's a Grendel drawing I did. I often don't pay attention to which side's up in my books, so that leave it again. Flip around. It's a childhood memory. This is an insect that I remember seeing behind this furnace as a kid that I've never seen since. It's freaky looking. I was trying to draw it from memory, so goodness knows if it actually looked like that. Sketching in the park. So, more Pin City stuff. So again, this is overlapping with that last sketchbook quite a lot. Musicians in New York. This is another artist.
Yes, my friend. I want you to come on into that wonderful.
I'm blanking on his name. He was in New York. Does some really cool dream comics. Me drawing from memory what it looks like to be riding down the bike path near Parc La Fontaine. This is Parc La Fontaine. And I believe there's some of those other park sketches you saw me sitting in Parc La Fontaine drawing. I was working with a nice dip brush. Did some inking on Terminator around then. I was practicing that a lot. Airport sketch. So very faint pencil drawings. This is an early concept drawing for Room with a Cube from the Rise and Fall novel. Beasties. I started with just a loop in that and made things up. Rendered it very cartoony first, and then played with light and shade, made it kind of realistic. It's a fun combination when you have abstract forms and you choose to use realistic surfaces. Don't draw through here as much. See, we're flipping this book around a lot. Jaka. These are all comics people. Not Tom. I don't know what that means. What's his name? I forgot. Left-handed drawings. Or left-handed drawing. Well, that's a left-handed drawing. Backwards writing and left-handed drawing. Yeah, playing with that some more. This is all sumi brush work. Pen drop, Indian brush. It's pencil shading. Just portraits of two friends. Portrait studies. Monster! Concerned-looking fellow. I think that one's just made up. Squirrels in the park. Studying squirrels. Alien, Exomorphs. Ivan Brandon's comic. Forget the name now. Mech New York? New York Mech? Yeah. I was gonna pitch some drawings to him. Bad self-portrait. Just it doesn't really look that much like me. Woman in the cafe. I kind of like this interesting lost line approach to it. We're about halfway through. It's a lot of pages in these sketchbooks. I like them. This is multi layouts. John Motorcycles. Batman. Skinny Batman. That was my skinny Batman. That's what I was in the mood for at the time. Notes. This guy. This is inspired by Dick Cheney. And I'm doing a cartoon. I photoshopped this and famous quote from him. This is a sculpture I wanted to make for a cafe. So a man with a cafe hat. My battery's running out. Pegs. Pegs at school. Just a peg. Monsters. Sketch another friend. Demons. Sea of Red characters. Marco from Sea of Red as a vampire. Was Marco not as a vampire? Godzilla. As a Godzilla. I'm picking up pace here because my battery's running out. Burnt page. That is a good place to pause for a second. Yeah, switch batteries. So there you go. Yeah, we're on the burnt page here. sketching there. Looks like people entering a row of phone booths. There's a friend and someone with a Chinese silk hat. Musicians, and just a bird doodle. Caricatures of people around me. Guy carrying lots of hats. Everyone needs a hat. What's wrong? You want a hat? As he was saying, he was walking the street with a giant stack of hats. Do not, aficionado, took not. Look at that! This is cartoons. And that is... Oh, yes. People... Cartoon of jumping from rock to rock. That was a journal drawing. That was something I enjoyed doing. Hanging out with friends at the Comic Jam. Peter Ferguson. Jess Bachner. Sherwin Teja. I believe that is Bernie Monroe's head. Part we can't find. Sketching people on the street. Drawing of a friend of mine. Jonathan Sugarman, the fellow I initially conceived of Dream Life with, so of course that also looks a lot like Charlie from Dream Life, because it's Jonathan. Layout idea for a page, Rupert Bottenberg doing something. A sketch of terraces. Studies of, these are, I forget what to call them, oak leaves? Oak seeds? Yeah, I think so. Some leaves to draw, and having drawn, I had them here and I would copy them. So, this is a form of study when you're in a subject study. It's also interesting because I'm scientifically inclined, but just looking at natural forms, you'll see all the forms that are appealing to put in your art. There's a layout for a page in Pin City. I actually ended up using this art because I like the sketchy nature of it, and he's drawing, characters drawing while they're on a journey. But I think I will redraw it at some point when I finally return to working on Pin City. Sketches of things on the street, garbage, a weird fence made of concrete. Feathers! Drawing people! Place I was in Chicago. Crazy typing interfaces I was thinking about for scientific, not scientific, sorry, science fiction, yeah, some sort of like interface for sci-fi hackers. I don't know exactly for, probably Bliss. This looks like stuff from around when I was in Chicago. But yeah, so these are photographs that I was looking for around Chicago. Oh yeah, drawing the tunnels in Chicago. So there's all stuff for rise and fall of it all. Statue in New York. Yeah, statues in New York. Study of block forms and Julia Grace? Detail of Harlequin and guitar. I think actually that stuff might have been from Detroit. Detroit or New York. That's a self-portrait, that one. It's hot. Fuck, isn't it September? It was a hot September. Layout idea for Bastard's Tale. This is going back quite a ways. I just started actually publishing Bastard's Tale, so I've been brewing that one for a while. That's where these things go. There's more of it. Right, this is an early version of it. Some random people's very loose forms trying to draw expressive studies of people. A Night in Brooklyn, 2003. Listen to musicians and drummers thinking about this visual that I had in my head. I think we were on a rooftop at one point. It's Danny Hellman. I think I was sitting in a studio, did a quick doodle of it. It's Pamel? C. Pamel? I forget his first name. Poet. He's in Montreal. There we go. Charles Pamel. These are out of a smaller sketchbook pasted in. And that's Thurston Moore. So this is left page, right page doodling. Same kind of rules, very loose abstract doodling. Broken fridge, I destroyed a fridge. More sketches from the night out. People in the audience. Working on muties. That's Liam running from his room, figuring out the body language of how he would do it. Swing himself around the corner. Think about how I jumped around when I was a kid. A tree. Some sort of journal comic for myself. And the guy. I like that guy. I don't know why. Oh yeah. Plutonia. He's always working for Grenadine Records. Foods. I think it was an illustration idea. Drawing live band, live horn players. Another one-time boiler study. And jellyfish and sponges. And no, I can't read my writing. Nalgians? You know, they're related. Lady playing a guitar with a bow. I like that. Oh, I like this one. I made a print of him. Cello player. More musicians and skulls and a character with a mask. Abstraction, playing. Thinking about POV. Right. That's a little bit of storytelling experiment there with pages. My family tree. Working on my family tree. I'm working on ballpoint and hatchwork and more abstract forms, interpreting. There's like a person there and a person there, so I drew her twice. And a study of her. Phone numbers and things. So there you go. Big old honkin' leather sketchbook. I've got 4 or 5 of these things now. They're great.